not only are we the station that, is just known for the vibes, but today we're actually talking to a woman that is from Durban, hey, that has turned kindness into action, who started just sharing, budget-friendly things to do with kids because nappies are extremely expensive. But then it grew into something from helping moms and pensioners with food support. Joining us today, please may you help me welcome Rochelle Ray, the founder of Bless a Mzansi Mom. Rochelle, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm so grateful to be here.
Oh, you know what? I really love your patience. It really literally brought out the fact that you are a mom. So if you don't know what was happening, in studio, technology was technologying. And Rochelle was just very calm through it all. She's like, no, Pume, but you know what? I think I'm a bit nervous for you. I'm like, Rochelle, live radio, things happen. Anyway, welcome to the show once again. Firstly, how did you actually feel like walking to our studio?
I feel very excited and grateful to share my story.
Now, before we even get to the projects that we are here for, that is very important. Tell us a little bit about yourself and just you and as just a mom.
Okay, so I'm born and bred in Durban. I've lived here my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm proudly from Durban. And I'm a mom of two. I've got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. So needless to say, life is chaotic. I'm also into marketing. I've been in the marketing space for 14 years now, working online. But my most important job at the end of the day is being a mom.
Of course. And obviously that is exactly what fed what we are going to talk about today, right? So you originally started your Facebook page because it was really just to share budget-friendly activities in Durban. As I said, what inspired that? What was the seed? At what point did you realize that this is the market that I want to plant my seed in?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I started posting budget-friendly activities in Durban because...
yes, sorry.
With kids, because life is expensive, being an adult is expensive. But I looked around after my second child, that's when I started this whole Facebook page, and I realized you always hear that saying, it takes a village to raise children.
Yes.
But I felt like I lacked that. My family's mostly overseas or they passed on. So I really didn't have that. And the more I spoke to moms on my community, they said the exact same thing. They lacked that village. So this is where that whole project came from.
Okay. And at what point did you also realize that, other moms were really wanting as well a sense of groceries and food?
So I actually asked my mums, I want to do something special for them, make them feel appreciated and
bring
loved.
The mic a bit close.
And yes. I asked them what would make their life a little bit easier, and literally 99% of them said a grocery voucher or some sort of food, something like that. So that's where this project came from.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong. So this project started with you just helping 23 people, right?
Yes.
Now, in the 23 that you were helping, was it specifically people that you generally knew, people from your community, or people from the Facebook page?
No, so I didn't know any of them personally. A lot of moms reach out to me on my Facebook page, and they actually happen to live in my local area.
No, stop it. Okay.
Yes, so crazy. And then they said that they were battling, they were single moms. It's either moms that they're single moms or their partners have passed away or left them, or they've been in abusive relationships, and their salary wasn't quite meeting the groceries and the meals that they needed. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to do this one day when I win the lotto.
Oh.
And then I was like, okay, wait.
What are the chances?
Oh, well, I think they're pretty, I think I'm pretty lucky. So here's hoping.
That.
It will go to good use. But then I was like, wait, I can actually do something here and now, I don't have to wait to win the lotto. You can make changes, you can make a difference, and that's why I started this.
Okay. And now, how did it whole spiral into 57 people? Not only is it moms, it turned into pensioners as well.
Absolutely. Well, our pensioners need us as well. So I've got a few pensioners on my feeding scheme. They're literally bedridden or terminal, or they can't quite walk to churches or feeding soup kitchens and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So they reached out to me, or I had other people in the community saying, listen, I have these pensioners, they really need the help. And I was like, it is a lot of people. Over 50 people is a lot of people to feed, but I can do it.
You are literally saying, I can do it. It's a lot of people. And I'm literally thinking, now I want you to take me and the person that's listening right now through a typical day in your life, especially when it comes to delivering food, making and cooking the food. Do you do it alone? Do you get other local moms joining you? How does it work? And when you're also delivering the food, do you deliver it at one local place, or you go specifically to each and every person's house?
So that's a great question. I do deliver directly to every single person's house. It literally takes me around like 2 hours to deliver to every single house that's currently on my feeding scheme.
Right.
And at the moment, my feeding scheme is literally once a week, because obviously, ultimately, outside of this, I am a mom and I've got a full-time job. I do plan to grow it to other days as well, but at the moment, it's once a week.
And that is?
It's on a Monday.
Okay.
Generally, I do cook the meal myself, by myself. Yes, I do have a catering company every now and then that steps in and they're like, you need a break, let us do it for you. And I appreciate that. So sometimes if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I give them all the ingredients, they cook the meal. But I actually really enjoy cooking for this many people. I think the most people I've ever cooked for is like 5 people. So the fact that yesterday, I did it on Tuesday this week because I had commitments on Monday, but the fact that I cooked for 57 people by myself, chopped all those vegetables.
You're a champ, man.
I mean, I think you just find another strength to do it, because you know it's going to, it's for a good cause. So you just push yourself and you do it.
And then if, let's say someone is listening right now and it's like, okay, we're not going to obviously disclose where you live, but I would like to also just, have that be there for you, be that lending hand. Can I also be a part of it? And if so, how can I?
Absolutely. You said something earlier where you were like, to others, moms help me with this. That's actually a great idea, and I'm definitely going to look into that. Please. I think I'm just one of those people that likes to do everything myself, but it is nice to accept help.
When we started off, you said it takes a village to raise a child. So if we can, shall we?
Yes, absolutely. So if anyone wants to see what I'm up to, or jump on board, or come contribute, come help me cook, or whatever, maybe every little bit helps. They can find me on Facebook at Mzansi Mama, or reach out to me on my website, which is mzansimama.co.za.
And then at what time do you start doing the meal preps, roughly?
So again, life sometimes happens. So I always have these great ideas, like I'm going to drop my kids at daycare and then start immediately, but it literally takes me a couple of hours. Yesterday I was in the kitchen for I think like 6 hours, and then I start to go deliver for an hour and a half or 2 hours it took. So yeah, it's not an easy task, but I love doing it, and I can't wait to see it grow even further.
We are still hanging out with Rochelle Ray. She is the founder of Bless Mzansi Mama, and also still to come on the show, I actually want us to dive into, if I want to be a part of it and be involved in it, could it be financially? It could be just being there. How do I get hold of it? And how do you even select an actual mom that this is the mom that we are focusing on this month after this? It's going really well.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's going well, and I feel like the whole project is getting told across perfectly.
Are you okay with my questions?
No, your questions are perfectly fine. I think another good question for you to ask, if you don't mind, is something along the lines of, what can we do and other people do if you want to help other people and if you're not in a position to help financially, because people automatically feel like when you help, you need to help financially. And
that's why I said that if we're saying helping, I'm talking about not only the financially, but just me as a mom. I also just want to now.
Oh, tell me about how old your kids are.
2.
Oh, okay, I've got a 2-year-old as well. It's crazy. She's so cheeky.
I have a boy.
Oh, okay.
They're very, they think that they know.
Does he climb everything?
Not, I would say very curious.
Okay.
And just wants to know everything. And
does he ever put everything in his mouth? Or has he stopped that phase?
Yeah, he stopped that phase, but he's at a point where he asks questions, a lot of questions. Why do you do this? And I feel like I'm interrogated at all times. And when I'm going to work, maybe it's like it's late night. What are you doing, Mom? I'm going to work. I'm going to work. But that's why do you want to go to work? It's dark now. Everyone is sleeping, and I'm like, can you just leave me?
Yes. Okay, yeah. So my daughter's in the phase where she's still putting things in her mouth. Like the other day it was a Turin queen.
Oh!
So I was like, I was trying to teach her, you don't do that. If I put it in my mouth, must you do it? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, no.
That's what I'm trying to teach you. Don't do it.
Listen to me.
Okay. So now I really want to just get into the actual project, the Bless Mzansi project. How does the monthly grocery Bless work?
Yes.
And then obviously, how did you even come up with the name? We're gonna get into that.
Okay,
how?
Cool. Oh, yeah, okay there. And then also another great question is maybe something about how we can teach our kids kindness and empathy.
Oh, got you. Where did
I, because I was raised in a home where that was the foundation of everything. So that is very important. So moms can pass it on to their little ones.
Okay, cool. We are going back in the next minute.
I can see surprisingly that far.
Can you? Well, you're wearing glasses. You have an upper hand than me. This is love, this is love. And I just, I really want to find out. Oh, no, it's fine. I'll ask you this question when we get there. The thing is, when you start delivering things and you see people's reactions, have you ever had that moment where you just couldn't hold it in and you just went, yeah?
I actually have.
Let's talk about that. This is love, this is love, this is love, this is love. Oh, that's a nice thing. This is love, this is love, this is love, this is love. Rachel Ray, the founder. It sounds very nice when I say it's the founder of Blessed Mzansi Mama.
It sounds very fancy.
It is Boiler. This is love. And definitely we have a lady that is giving us love in every single way possible. But most importantly, just helping the community, our mommies and our pensioners. And if you've just joined us right now, we are chatting to Rochelle. She is the founder of Blessed Mzansi Mama. So Rochelle, we were talking about this off air. And I was like, it literally takes a very amazing person to stop for a second and be like, you know what? Yes, life is about me. Life really can get chaotic at times. But how about we just lean in on other people and help other people? Like, how do you get that within yourself though?
To be honest, I'm really grateful that I was born into a household that was literally the norm. Like my parents, I remember being 6 years old, and on Christmas, my dad was literally handing out food hampers to kids on the streets. And they were always doing fundraisers and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful to have been raised in a home like that, where empathy and kindness was just normal for us. And I honestly hope to instill that in my kids as well.
And also, speaking of kids and you being raised in a household like that, how can we teach our kids to just have a bit of kindness?
Well, that's a very important question, and it's something I'm also trying to navigate in life as a mom with a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old at the moment, because obviously they're so in the moment with I want this toy and I want that toy. So I always try to remind my kids, specifically the 5-year-old, and I can actually see it. I can see it coming into motion with him. Like he'll literally have something and he's like, okay, let's give this to somebody else.
No way.
Yes, it's amazing. And he literally recognizes what I'm doing, and he's always like, Mom, that's so amazing. You're literally helping people that don't have things. So I think it's important to teach our kids that, for them to see that. And I think the world needs more of that.
And now we're also going to be talking about your other baby, Bless Mama Mzansi project.
Yes.
Like, how did you come up with that name?
So to be honest, I mean, I didn't want it to be like a competition or a giveaway where someone's winning something. I wanted to feel like, or just portray that someone is getting blessed with something, because that's exactly what's happening. They're getting blessed with something. So that project, every single month, moms can nominate themselves or another mom in need online, and it randomly gets selected. A mom gets randomly selected, and that gives every mom a fair chance to get a grocery voucher. But I do hope as I grow bigger that the blessing gets bigger.
Are you the only one that actually selects that, or you have another person that looks into it? Because I mean, if I can nominate it and I can afford, and I get randomly picked, that's not fair for the next person that really is struggling and needing the help. So what are the necessary steps that you go into to say, no, this person really does need it?
So that's the thing. I mean, I like to think that everyone that is nominating a mom in need or nominating themselves, that they really do need it. But at the end of the day, you saying, does someone really need it? I feel like as a mom, you do need it. You deserve the blessings. Moms carry a lot, and whether their situation is different to someone else, they do deserve it. Moms deserve everything.
And I'm just quite curious to find out, maybe you could just mention certain things that are in the giveaway that you do, so I at least know what to expect in it.
Okay, so like I said, I was chatted to my community, and they were like online, the best thing for them. I was like, do you want a do you want a holiday? Do you want a spa day? What would you like to be blessed with? And literally everyone was like, a grocery voucher. It would help my situation right now. So at the moment it is a grocery voucher, but as I said, as I grow, I honestly hope one day a mom gets blessed with a vehicle. I know that's a big vision.
I was also thinking of that. Also thinking of that. So it's a good thing that our minds really do align.
Well, hopefully we manifested it now.
Please let the universe be. So I also want to find out, have you ever got to a point where when you're actually giving a mom something that you get a whole reaction that you were not waiting for?
I mean, I guess so. Even when it comes to my feeding scheme as well, I do get reactions. Like the first mom that received the blessing of the grocery voucher, she literally told me she had recently lost her job and she was unemployed, and she literally makes muffins and sells them on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
So she was in need, and that's why I'm like, maybe someone's randomly selected, but they really do deserve it. And it literally helped her stock her pantry for her business and stuff like that. So that literally warmed my heart, and I was like, I need to carry on with this. It literally like changed her whole month that month.
And have you ever had a moment where you literally just bawled? Like completely, you couldn't hold it in just seeing a person's reaction?
So a little bit different again with the feeding scheme. I did have a reaction. I actually went and took meals yesterday to a household. I had new people joining my feeding scheme, and the kids came running out and they were so excited for their meals that when I drove away, I actually did cry a little bit, and I was just like, honestly,
That's why I do this.
That's exactly why I do this.
And then you also mentioned that your online community supports these moms with love and encouragement. Like, how important is that? Or how important has that been for you?
Absolutely. So it always comes down to, again, supporting someone doesn't have to be financial. Honestly, words of encouragement, telling someone you're doing an amazing job, you're rocking motherhood or something like that, that can turn someone's whole week around, So when someone's chosen as the mama of the month, I honestly encourage my community to go leave a comment, shower that mom with love. She deserves it.
And what message do you have for the moms that have always been encouraging the other moms that are listening right now? Like, just at it.
Yeah, you're doing an amazing job. Whatever your situation is as a mom, honestly, like I said, moms carry a lot. Like, we have so many things to worry about: appointments, kids at school, lunch
100%.
items.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that dads don't carry a lot too, but obviously this project is focused on moms because I have so much respect for moms since becoming one. I literally, like, everyone's always like, how do you handle all that stuff in your day to day? And I'm like, because I'm a mom, I have to keep pushing, and I want to help other moms too.
And someone listening right now and wants to actually help or support the project, how can we go about?
So I think a great start is just join the community or reach out to me on my website or via email, which is available on my website. But at the end of the day, as it said, helping doesn't always have to be financial. Literally, if you know a mom, reach out to her today, say, hey, how are you doing? Can I do anything? Do you want to come for tea? Or can I fetch your kids from school? All those little things, they really do make a difference, and that's what the world needs more of.
And for a mom that's listening as well, that is just really in a situation that they are struggling, how can they apply or nominate themselves?
Absolutely. So they can do so on my Facebook page. There's always a link every single month. There's a new, like a form to fill out, and then they can put forward themselves. It's or another mom in need.
So what's the Facebook page name?
It's Mzansi Mama.
Mzansi Mama. Is it only Facebook, or you also have other social media platforms?
I'm on TikTok and other social media platforms as well, but the primary one is Facebook, and I've got a community of over 18,000 moms at the moment.
So I can only send through on Facebook. I don't send through on an email.
No. So to be blessed or whatever for the project, you fill in a form and it's available on the Facebook page every single month. And then you just click on the link and fill it out. It's all private.
All private. Yes. Thank you. So I don't have to worry about people knowing that it's me.
No, of course not. It's all private. And if the mom wants to be anonymous for the month, she can be as well.
Okay. Well, Rochelle, I want to thank you on behalf of Radio KZN and just the community of KZN. We'd like to thank you for the continuous support that you do for our families and the pensioners as well.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here and chat with you. And again, help doesn't always have to be financial.
Well, thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much.